Okay, so you're getting ready to launch your woodworking or your custom furniture business. In today's video, I'm going to give you a 90-day step-by-step action plan to get the best results within the first 90 days. Let's dive in. All right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. As always, I'm your host, Zach Vaught, and I'm super excited about today's video because for those of you that are getting ready to launch your woodworking business, getting ready to launch your custom furniture business, there are thousands of things that you could be focusing on. There's thousands of things that you could be doing. And in today's video, based on my own experience of starting and growing my woodworking business to over $75,000 per month, building a team, moving into a commercial space, having a showroom, and then ultimately selling that business for multiple six figures, I've done this. I've made the mistakes. I've screwed a bunch of stuff up, and I want to help prevent you from doing the same, okay? So in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 action steps that you can take over the first 90 days inside of your business that's really going to help get traction quickly so you can start getting sales, getting revenue, and moving in the direction that you want to move, okay? So I'm going to give you a 10-step process of what you should focus on in your first 90 days inside of your business. Here we go. Number one, the very first thing that I would do before I did anything is I would not build little trinkets. I would build furniture, okay? Build expensive, worthwhile projects that people want that solves a big need that you can charge a lot of money for. We want to be selling things for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. So the first thing I would do, step one, is I would build a table and a matching bench that's about 8 feet long, and I would finish it in normal neutral colors, so whites, browns, grays, typically what works best depending on where you are in the country. But one thing I'll say is you need to build a table and a bench, and you need to put a satin or a matte finish on it. This is where I see a lot of beginners go wrong, is they put a really high gloss, really shiny finish on their furniture, and that's really not as popular as it used to be. So I would build an 8-foot table and a matching bench. That would be the first standard product that I offered. And you're going to have to sink a couple $100s in material costs, and you're going to have to spend 20 or 30 hours to build it. But this is one of the best ways to prove to yourself that I can do this, I've got this, and it's also going to be what you're going to build a lot of the foundation off of. Now, one important note here is that you need to do some research before you just pick some random design. Pick a design that's going to resonate with a large portion of the marketplace, okay? We don't want to have some super random, weird, one-off design that nobody wants. We want to build something that's going to resonate with a lot of people. So get on Facebook Marketplace, see what people are posting, see what's selling, get on Etsy, see what is selling, and emulate those designs, okay? But that's number one, is you need to build a table and a bench. Number two is you need to set it up in a beautiful location. This can be a beautiful green field. This can be an incredible, beautiful home or beautiful dining area that maybe a friend or family member has. But either way, you need to go take this to a beautiful location. I cannot emphasize this enough. Again, this is going to be the foundation of everything that we're about to do, and I'm going to explain why when I get to step three. Step three, take 100 pictures of this dining table set in this beautiful location, and you need to get 10 or 15 videos. And so one of the biggest things that I see beginners get wrong is that when it's time to get content of the product that they have made, they get 5 photos and maybe 1 video. There's no reason you can't get 100 photos. There's no reason you can't get 20 videos, right? Of different angles, of different things, so that you can market them in different places and you never run out of content. One of the most foolish things that you can do is spend all this time and energy building something beautiful and get very little content of it. You need to get a lot of content around this product because this is how you're going to promote yourself and you're going to start pushing it and getting sales and writing orders, okay? So that is step three. You need to get 100 pictures of various angles, and you need to get at least 10 to 15 videos. The other thing that I'll mention here, when you set this up in a beautiful location, make sure that the lighting is good. This is one of the things that I see a lot of people get wrong. If you're going to go outside and you're going to set something up outside, let's say in a beautiful green pasture or green field, don't get your footage in the middle of the day. You don't want to get footage when the sun is directly above the table. You want to get it either early in the morning or either late in the evening as the sun is going down. That usually is the best and softest lighting for photography or videography. If you're setting this up in a home, you need to make sure that they have good lighting. It doesn't need to look like a dungeon, right? You need to be able to really showcase the product in the best light. Number 4, now that you have 100 pictures or more and you have 10 or 15 videos or more, you're going to create 8 different marketplace listings for your project. Okay, so you're going to get on Facebook Marketplace and you're going to create 8 different listings. You may say, well, Zach, that seems awfully repetitive. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have one of those listings that's going to perform way better than all the others, and you're not going to know why. But if you don't do 8 to 10 to 12 listings, you're not going to get a chance to find the one that's going to perform well. And when you find one that performs well, it could generate thousands of dollars in revenue. You could write 5 or 10 orders off of one really high performing marketplace post. Okay. Now, once you find a winner, you can also boost it with some finances, put a little bit of money behind it to get it in front of more and more people, ultimately driving more and more results. Also, with this, the first listing should always be a video if you can do it, which you can because you just got 100 pictures and about 10 or 15 videos. So always use a video as the first image, and then after that, use 10 or 12 or 15 different images. And then in the description, let the people know that that table set is for sale, and then also let them know that you build custom tables, that they can order any color, any width, any length of any design. You want to make sure that they're reaching out, they're bringing you inspiration. And by the way, this is also a really easy way to grow your product catalog really fast. So that is number 4. Number 5 is you need to be posting weekly in all the local Facebook groups. Okay, so where I'm located in Longview, Texas, there's a Facebook group here that's really popular called All Things Longview. 3/4 of the city is in that Facebook group. And so if I want to promote my business, that's a great place for me to go. Wherever you are, there should be some local Facebook groups around different topics. It can be buy, sell, trade groups. It can be all things Dallas, all things Fort Worth, all things Chattanooga, wherever you live, right? There should be some type of Facebook group or multiple Facebook groups that is local to you. Okay. So if you start utilizing these Facebook groups along with what you're doing on Marketplace, you should be getting your products in front of a lot of people really quickly. And that really is the primary goal that we're trying to accomplish in this first 90 days is we want more exposure than we can create on our own. We want to utilize social media and get our stuff out there so that thousands and thousands and thousands of people can see it and we can start giving out quotes on a more consistent basis. This is the number one reason that people start slow is they're only giving out 1 to 2 to maybe 5 quotes per month. At best, we want to be giving out a quote on a daily basis. Okay, so now after you have maximized your marketplace listings and you're maximizing your local Facebook groups, you need to start also posting to your personal page on Facebook and on Instagram every 2 to 3 days, starting to talk about your new business, promoting what you can do, how you can do it, and focusing on reaching your friends and family that are closest to you, your most immediate contacts. This is where a lot of people struggle because they are struggling with the identity issue of I'm a woodworker. They have imposter syndrome. They feel like, well, I've only built one table. I've only built one bench. How can I say that I'm a woodworker? And this is, by the way, normal. Everybody experiences this. So anytime that you start something new, you feel a little bit like an imposter as you're getting your traction, you're getting some solid footing and you're figuring things out. But guess what? Again, it's normal. This doesn't mean that you are an imposter. It just means that you haven't really settled into the mindset of I am doing this, I can do this, and I'm going to grow this thing. But you need to start posting to your personal Facebook and Instagram page every 2 to 3 days. Next, you need to start focusing on building a name and building a logo and doing some of the basics for your actual business. What is your business going to be called? What's it going to look like? What's the feel going to be? What do you want that to look like? And then the only recommendation I'll make here around this is that your brand needs to focus more on the consumer than it does you. If I named something Vaught Woodworks, that doesn't really resonate with the audience. But there's been multiple clients that I've had come through the Woodworking Business Accelerator program that we've done a rebrand with them, and we focused on things that matter to the customer. Okay, so we've got like Legacy Hardwood Co., where we want to help you create a legacy around the table. Family Furniture Co., where everything is about family. We have Fellowship Furniture, which is about relationship, right? These are the types of names that really resonate with people and that focus more on them than you. These are some of the ideas that I've learned leaning into some things that Donald Miller has written about in his book called Story Brand, where you don't need to make yourself the hero of the story. You need to let the customer be the hero of the story and you're just the guide. And when we position ourselves as the guide and we focus more on them as the consumer, as the hero, typically those businesses and those brands tend to do better. So you need to make sure that your logo and your business name is focused around the customer, not you. You need to start making headway on that. Then you need to start optimizing and launching a business Facebook page. This is different from your personal profile. This is getting your business page up and running. And you need to start posting all those images and all that video that you got. You need to start posting it on that page, okay? Then from there, you've done most of the hard work. Okay, the last 2 things I have for you is that you need to prove that you can get sales. At this point, you need to keep doing this over and over and over, and you should start seeing a lot of people reach out for quotes. You should start seeing a lot of people reach out with ideas. Hey, could you build this for me? Hey, could you build that for me? And you need to get enough work where you've written 3 to 5 to 7, 10 orders, and you've got yourself busy over the next couple months. Once you've done that and you've proven that you can get sales, then you need to start putting a plan in place to actually scale. Now, this is where, in my opinion, it starts getting really fun, because this is where you can start making really good money. This is where you can maybe step away from a day job that you hate. This is where you can start doing and pursuing the business that you hoped that you would be able to. With that, you always scale with marketing and sales first. Then you scale with operations. Inside of the Woodworking Business Accelerator program, this is the main thing that we focus on. We focus on scaling with paid advertising and organic advertising. And if you do a really good job of both of these things, there's no reason that you have to wait 2, 3, 5 years to start doing $20,000 or $30,000 a month. I can't tell you the number of clients that we've had come into the Woodworking Business Accelerator program that they're like, yeah, in a year or 2 years, I hope to be doing $20,000 a month. And at month 3 or month 4, they're doing $20,000 a month. Right? And so with that, you need to start planning on, getting vision of what do you want inside of your woodworking business. Don't just do it because Zach said you should. Don't just do it because Zach did it. Do it because it's what you want. What are you shooting for? You want to be a one-man shop that has a really, really high profit margin and you don't have to worry about employees? Or do you want to have a full-scale team, a full-scale production business that you remove yourself more from? It's more of a passive endeavor for you. What do you want in your business? And then from there, start reverse engineering that and setting goals to get there. And so if you do this in the first 90 days, you should have a really, really, really good leg up over your competition. Most people are building $300 to $500, $600 dining tables, posting them on Marketplace, crossing their fingers, hoping for the best. That's not you. If you follow this 10-step process, you're going to get more results than the average Joe, I promise. And so with that, I want to give you some resources real quick before you go. Number 1 is the Handmade Business Secrets ebook, a completely free to you ebook that I've written. It's about 100 pages long that I'm going to give you. I would love for you to go check that out. It's the first link in the description below. So all you got to do is enter your name, email, and we're going to send that over to you. It really outlines my journey going from starting out brand new, having no idea what I was doing, to scaling my woodworking business to over $75,000 per month. Okay, so check that book out. Number 2 is the Handmade Hero Academy program. If you are a brand new beginner and you need some more business principles, if you feel like you're just kind of flying blind and you need business principles specifically in handmade, custom furniture products that you're trying to get out there, you're trying to get into the marketplace, check that program out. It's a super low cost, efficient way to learn the business principles that you need to learn in order to get where you're trying to go inside of your business. I always say this, but if you sell one high ticket piece of furniture as a result of what you learn, it's going to more than pay for itself. And then number 3, lastly, is the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. For those of you that are very serious about growing to the next level. Listen, we have guys in the program that came to us that were already doing $20,000 or $30,000 a month that wanted to get to $50,000 a month. We have people in the program that were brand new beginners that were doing just $1,000, $2,000 a month, had a brand new baby business, but they wanted to get to $15,000 or $20,000 a month as quickly as they could. If that's you and you're serious about growing your woodworking business to another level, then I want to encourage you, click the link below where you fill out a short application to the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. Let's hop on a call. Let's see if it's a good fit and if we can actually help you scale to the next level. So with that, hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, leave me a comment, let me know. And with that, we'll see you in the next video.